You might think the ocean is just a nice place to swim, but if you think it's safe, you are dead wrong. The shallows. As soon as you dip your head under the surface, you are entering a hostile alien world. The first thing that hits you isn't the sharks, it's the deceptive light. In the first 200 meters, everything looks blue and peaceful, but this is where the great white sharks patrol. They attack from below, using the sunlight to blind you. But let's say you manage to swim past them and dive deeper. The Twilight Zone. Once you pass 200 meters, you enter the Twilight Zone. The sunlight is dying here. If you looked at your hand, you wouldn't be able to see the color red. It just turns black at this depth. The water temperature drops drastically, and the pressure starts building. It's enough to compress the air in your lungs, making it harder to breathe. But the real danger here is camouflage. You'd be surrounded by creatures like the hatchetfish. They are as thin as a coin and have giant, terrifying eyes that point upward, watching your shadow. They are waiting for you to make a mistake. The Midnight Zone. Descend to 1,000 meters, and you hit the Midnight Zone. Sunlight is gone. It is pitch black. You are now swimming in a world of total darkness, and the temperature is near freezing. If you didn't have a high-tech suit, the pressure here would be like having a polar bear standing on every inch of your body. But just when you think you are alone, you see a light, a small, glowing ball floating in the dark. If you swim toward it, you're finished. That is the anglerfish. It uses a bioluminescent lure to bait prey into a mouth filled with needle-like teeth. And it's not the only giant down here. This is the battleground of the sperm whale and the giant squid. These squids grow to the size of a school bus, and their battles are so violent they leave scars on the whales. You wouldn't want to get caught in the middle of that. The abyssal plain. If you keep sinking to 4,000 meters, you reach the abyss. This covers most of the ocean floor. It is a flat, muddy wasteland. The pressure is crushing, about 11,000 pounds per square inch. That is like having an elephant stand on your thumb. You would think nothing lives here, but you'd be wrong again. Here, you face the zombie worms. These creatures don't have mouths or stomachs. They release acid to drill into the bones of dead whales to eat the fat inside, and the landscape itself is trying to kill you. You might swim into a hydrothermal vent. These are underwater chimneys blasting out black smoke at 400 degrees Celsius. It's hot enough to melt lead, yet somehow ghostly white crabs and tube worms are living right next to them. The Hadal Zone. Finally, if you are truly unlucky, you fall into the cracks of the world. The Hadal Zone. This is the Mariana Trench, 11 kilometers down. Only a few humans have ever been here. The pressure is over 1,000 times stronger than at the surface. If your submarine cracked even a tiny bit, you would implode in a fraction of a second, faster than your brain could process the pain. We have found plastic bags at the bottom, proving that humans can ruin even the deepest places on Earth. And then there are the sounds. Deep-sea microphones have picked up noises that don't match known animals. Massive groans, slow pulses, sounds so powerful they travel across entire oceans. Some were later explained, some weren't. The unsettling part isn't the noise itself. It's that something big enough to make that sound exists in total darkness. The scariest thing about deep-sea creatures isn't their teeth or size or shape. It's how normal they are down there. This is not chaos. This is stability. A world running smoothly without sunlight, without humans, without mercy. Conclusion. We have explored less than 5% of our oceans. We know more about the craters of the moon than we do about our own seafloor. Every time we go down there, we find something new, something scary, and something that shouldn't exist. If you want more videos like this, explaining the dark side of science and nature, subscribe now, because the ocean isn't empty, it's alive, and it's been watching us from below the entire time.